All right, so I had somebody ask about writing a word problem that has no solution and explaining how we know it has no solutions. I'm going to kind of approach this backwards. I'm going to just write down an equation that has no solution and then see if I can figure out a word problem that matches with that equation. So let's start with the no solution equation. Could be a lot of different things, but I don't know, 3x plus 5 equals 3x plus 15. This is going to have no solutions because there are the same variables on both sides. There's 3x on both sides, but the two constants don't match up. 5 doesn't equal 15. In fact, if I tried to solve this by subtracting 3x from both sides, then the 3x's cancel on both sides and I have 5 equals 15, which is not true. So that means there's no solution. So now all I need to do is write a word problem that I could model with 3x plus 5 equals 3x plus 15. There's lots of different possibilities. One is to talk about um, running a race. So let's just come up with a couple characters here. Let's just say that Ian is at the 5 yard line and Robin is at the 15 yard line. Just going to abbreviate yard line there. Robin, Ian, and then what does the 3x represent? Well, that can represent our rate. That can represent our speed. And so let's just say they both run 3 yards per second. And I just want to point out that the word per that we use for a rate also means the math division. And so when you are using the word per, you're actually talking about dividing yards by seconds. And that's one way we think about speed. How many yards did you go and how many seconds did it take you? And if you divide those, you get your rate. And so if they both run 3 yards per second, then we can see over here in our equation that this is my uh, distance starting at the 5 yard line, 3 yards per second. And then this is Robin's distance right here. And when we tried to figure out when they're at the same place, it didn't work. 5 doesn't equal 15. Or you could think about it like a real situation. If you're going at the same speed as somebody, but you're staying constant distance apart, you're always going to be 10 yards away. You're never going to be at the same point. So a word problem that has no solution is just going to be when will they be at the same place? And the answer is never, because she starts at the 15 yard line, I start at the 5 yard line, and we both move at the same speed, keeping 10 yards apart the whole time. So that's one example of a word problem that would have no solutions, and I know it has no solutions because we move at the same speed and we would stay the same distance apart. Feel free to ask for more. Thanks for asking.